Good morning, dear students. This video is for class 10th, subject science, chapter 2, acid, bases and salts, lecture number 1. Our today's lecture's content is, we'll study acids and bases. That we will define what are acids and bases. Then we will see the physical properties of acids and physical properties of bases. And we will see the classification of acids and bases. And at the end of the lecture, we will have the homework. So let us begin with our first topic. Before starting the chapter, that is acid, bases and salt, I want to ask you a question. Have you tasted a lemon? How is the taste? Sure. One more question to you, that if one of your family member is suffering from acidity, what can be the remedy from the list? Lemon juice, vinegar or baking soda? I hope your answer is baking soda. Which property did you think while choosing the remedy? Of course, neutralization. As we have studied in our first lecture, acid-base reactions. So let us see what these acids are and why. Because why the lemon is having a sour taste? Because it contains acid. What is the acid? Acids are the substances which are sour in taste and furnish hydrogen ion as the only positive charge when they are dissolved in water, or they can furnish H plus ions or hydronium ions. Let us see how H plus and hydronium ions are formed. For example, we will take example of hydrochloric acid, HCl. When we make aqueous solution of hydrochloric acid, then HCl dissociates as HCl aqueous solution dissociates into H plus and Cl negative ion. H plus is hydrogen ion, Cl negative is chloride ion. But this H plus is a very unstable ion. So it will again react with the molecules of water and it will combine with it to form hydronium ion. This H3O plus is called hydronium ion. As you know that acid, they furnish H plus as the positive ion when they dissolved in water. Then what are bases? Bases are the substances which are bitter in taste and give hydroxide ion when dissolved in water. Hydroxide ion, that is OH negative. For example, sodium hydroxide, which is a base, NaOH. When aqueous solution of sodium hydroxide is formed, then sodium hydroxide dissociates into Na plus aqueous and OH negative ions. OH negative ion is the hydroxide ion. So a base will always dissociate into two types of ions, in which it is compulsory that OH negative ion will be the only negative charged ion and the positive ion can be anything. What are the physical properties of acids? So first physical property is their taste. They are sour in taste. Second property is their action on indicators. We have various types of indicators which can identify the acids and bases. So acids have different effects on different indicators. The indicators we will be studying in the further few lectures. Then we have litmus. Litmus is a type of indicator which reacts with acids. Actually, litmus is obtained from lichen and it is produced in two forms, solution and paper. So when solution, original color of the litmus solution is purple in color, but litmus as a paper, it is available in two colors, red and blue. So acids, they turn blue litmus into red color, blue to red. Blue litmus changes its color to red when it reacts with acid. Phenolphthalein, which is another indicator, synthetic indicator one. Phenolphthalein is colorless in actual color, but when it reacts with the acid, there is no effect on its color, it remains colorless. Methyl orange, another synthetic indicator, which is orange in its original color, but it turns red when it reacts with acids. pH, that is power of hydrogen. This power of hydrogen is an indication of the concentration of H plus ions in the solution, aqueous state. So this particular value will always be less than 7 for acids. This pH we will study in further lectures with a detailed. Then we have physical properties of bases. So about taste, bases are bitter in taste and soapy to touch. Bases, they turn red litmus into blue color. Phenolphthalein, which is colorless, turns pink when they react with bases. Methyl orange, which is orange in color, turns yellow when a base is added. And the pH value of bases is always greater than 7. Now let us see the classification of acids. Based on different categories, acids are classified on the basis of 4 different properties, or you can say resources. First type of classification is based on the sources from which we get the acids. So on the basis of sources, acids are of 2 types, organic and inorganic. Organic acids are those acids which are obtained from plants and animals, and inorganic acids are those acids which are obtained from rocks and minerals, and that is why these type of acids are also called mineral acids. Organic acids are generally weak in nature, and mineral acids are almost strong in nature. For example, organic acids, examples are formic acid and acetic acid. Formic acid, HCOOH. Acetic acid, CH3COOH. Then we have mineral acids like hydrochloric acid, HCl, nitric acid, HNO3, sulfuric acid, H2SO4, and many more. We'll study it in further classes. Here, let me show you a list of sources of acids, which are all organic acids. So, here we have acids and here we have the source from which we are getting it. So, acetic acid we obtain from vinegar, citric acid from lemon and orange, tartaric acid, tamarind and grapes, ascorbic acid from all citrus fruits, lactic acid from milk and yogurt, malic acid from apple and pear, and formic acid from ant stings. So these were the various sources of various organic acids. Now second type of classification is based on the basicity. Basicity is that how many H plus ions are furnished by one molecule of acid in aqueous state. So when we are dissolving some amount of acid, it must be having some particular number of molecules of acid in aqueous state. So basicity is the measure of the number of molecules which are dissociating, or you can say that how many H plus ions are furnished or are given by one molecule of acid. So on the basis of number of hydrogen ions furnished by one molecule of acid, acids are of three types: monobasic, dibasic and tribasic. Monobasic, HCl. So when this molecule dissolved in water, then it will furnish only one H plus ion. This will also give one ion. So HCl and HNO3 are the examples of monobasic acids. Then we have dibasic acids, H2SO4. So here one molecule of sulfuric acid is having two hydrogen atoms. So that is why we will be having two hydrogen ions when it is dissolved in aqueous state. Same with H2CO3, that is carbonic acid. Then we have tribasic acid, that is H3PO4. Now third type of classification is based on ionization. Now let me tell you first what is ionization. Ionization is, or you can say ionization tells you that whether all the molecules of acids when dissolved in water dissociates or completely dissociates into their ions or not. So the acids which completely ionize or completely dissociate into their ions when they are dissolved in water, they are called strong acids. Here complete dissociation means all the molecules of the amount of acid you added to the water, they will dissociate into their ions when they are dissolved in water. For example, HCl. When HCl is dissolved in water, suppose we have 100 molecules of HCl and we have dissolved it in water, then almost all the 100 or maximum number of molecules they have dissociated into their ions. They have furnished into H plus and Cl negative ions. So these HCl is an example of strong acid. Now when this ionization is partial, that only few molecules are dissociating into their ions when they are dissolved in water, then that kind of acid is called weak acid. For example, we have CH3COOH, that is acetic acid. Fourth category is based on the concentration. Concentration, the high percentage of acid in aqueous solution. When amount of acid is more as compared to the water part of the mixture, then it is called a concentrated acid. If there is a low percentage of acid formed in the aqueous solution, then it will be called a dilute acid. Then we have classification of bases. The first category is ionization. So on the basis of ionization, bases can be of two types, strong and weak. Strong acids, sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. Weak acids, ammonium hydroxide. Second category is acidity. On the basis of acidity is same as basicity. That time we were talking of H plus ions, but here that how many OH negative hydroxide ions are produced by one molecule of a base when they are dissolved in water. So on the basis of that we have monoacidic, diacidic and triacidic. Sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, monoacidic. Magnesium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, diacidic. Aluminium hydroxide and ferric hydroxide, they are triacidic. On the basis of concentration. So there are two types of bases, concentrated alkalis and dilute alkalis. But before that I want to tell you what is the meaning of alkali here. Actually the bases, they have two categories. Some of the bases, they dissolved in water, they are soluble in water, but some of the bases are not soluble in water, they are soluble in other solvents. But bases, which is their actual property to dissociate or to provide OH negative ions when it is dissolved in aqueous solution, so that property is only fulfilled by the bases which are soluble in water. So the bases which are soluble in water are specially called alkali bases. So alkalis means the bases which are soluble in water. So here in this chapter we will be talking about alkali bases only. So on the basis of that, if the amount of base or percentage of base is higher than water in a solution, then it is concentrated alkali, and if the percentage of base is less as compared to water, then it is a dilute alkali. So this is it for today's lecture, what we have done today. So let us summarize the chapter once, what we have done from the starting. First, we defined the acids and bases. So acids are the substances which furnish H plus ion when they are dissolved in aqueous solution. Bases, they furnish OH negative ion as they are dissolved in water solution. Then we talked about the properties of acids. So properties of acid, they are sour in taste. That phenolphthalein indicator remains unchanged. Methyl orange turns red, and pH is always less than 7 for an acid. Then we talked about the properties of bases. Bases, they are bitter in taste, soapy to touch, and they are having a pH value greater than 7. If we talk about indicators, litmus paper, then acid, they turn blue litmus to red color, and bases, they turn red litmus to blue color. Phenolphthalein, it turns pink, whereas methyl orange turns yellow in case of bases, and we know that pH is always greater than 7. Then we have seen the classification. So on the basis of classification, the first category was on the basis of sources. On the basis of sources, acids are of two types, organic and inorganic. Then we saw the basicity. On the basis of basicity, monobasic, dibasic and tribasic. Third category was ionization. On the basis of ionization, we are having strong and weak bases, and at the end we did concentration. So concentrated and dilute acids. In case of bases, the first category that we did is ionization. So we are having strong bases and weak bases. Second was on the basis of basicity. We have monoacidic, diacidic and triacidic bases. Then we studied about the concentrated bases and dilute bases. And fourth, we studied that bases, they can be of two types, water soluble and other solvent. Water soluble bases are called alkalis. So this we studied in this lecture. So I'll be continuing my lecture, chapter number 2, in next lecture also. So let us see today's homework. Today's homework is question number 1 is define the term acid. What are the characteristic properties of acids? Question number 2 is name the substance in which the following acids are present. First, ethanoic acid, B, tartaric acid. Question number 3 is define the term base. What are the characteristic properties of bases? So these are the 3 questions which you have to do as your homework. Thank you and have a nice day.